Editing is where the magic happens. It's where all that hard work for production and shoot days gets laid out and put together to tell a story. In many ways, editing is invisible storytelling, and understanding the different types of cuts is key to mastering it. So in this video, we're going to dive into 10 important editing cuts every filmmaker should know. So I don't think we can start this list without the most obvious cut of them all at number 1, and it is called, well, the cut. The cut is an instant switch between one shot to another, including audio. You would have seen thousands of these as it's the most popular cut style of them all. Here you see we cut cleanly from this bar scene to this office scene, and we're ready to take on new information. Number 2, the jump cut. This cut is when a segment of a shot has been removed and the separate ends have been spliced back together, making the shot feel like it has jumped in time. You may also see a lot of jump cuts in talking head videos like these on YouTube to help remove pauses and mistakes. In this Tarantino movie, the effect these jump cuts are having is showing the passing of time and that the characters have actually been speaking longer than the screen time being shown.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I just got my part for sheer luck.
Number 3 is the match cut. The match cut is a cut that matches action, shape, color, framing, or even audio of 2 shots, seamlessly bringing the viewer into the next scene. The 3 types of match cuts are graphic with visual elements matching, movement with camera, character, or object movement matching, and audio with the sound matches between the 2 scenes.
Mama said they'd take me anywhere. She said they was my magic shoes.
Cuts number 4 and 5 is the J cut and the L cut. A J cut is when the audio from the next scene starts before the video cuts, so the viewer hears what's coming before they see it. Here is a popular J cut from The Wolf of Wall Street, where we begin to hear Matthew McConaughey beating on his chest, leading us into the lunch scene before we visually see it.
Shut it! Shut
And now I realise a lot of my examples all contain Leo DiCaprio. That was not intended at all. An L cut is the opposite. The audio from the current scene continues even after the visual cuts to the next. You're still hearing a line of dialogue or ambient sound as you're already seeing the new shot. This L cut from Ant-Man continues the character's dialogue while we're visually seeing a reenactment scene, bridging the 2 together.
But there was a rosé that saved the day. It was delightful. And he tells me about this girl, Emily, that we used to kick it with. It was actually the first pair of boobs that I ever touched.
It's the wrong details. It has nothing to do with the story.
These cuts are incredibly useful because they create a smoother, more natural flow between shots, especially in conversations. They let editors guide the audience's attention, build emotional impact, and instead of just feeling like a hard stop, the J and L cut make the film feel more immersive. All right, number 6, the fade. The fade is a classic, and it's when a shot dissolves or fades to or from a solid color. And that color is most commonly black, whereas a fade to white might be used to show the character dying or in a dream. Fades are commonly at the start or the end of the film, and they symbolize the beginning or the end of a story. Now, similar to the fade is the next transition we have, and this is the dissolve. This, instead of fading from a color, we just fade to a new shot. The dissolve is commonly used to show a passing of time either within a scene or from one scene to the next. Number 8 is cutting on action. Cutting on action means just that. You cut during the character or object's movement. Basically, when the out point of shot A matches the in point of shot B, it creates a seamless transition. Cutting on action is another very common technique used by editors, and it helps make the cuts feel smoother and more natural to the viewer. Number 9 is cross-cutting. Cross-cutting is when the editor is cutting back and forth between multiple scenes, usually at the same time. This is a common technique used in thriller-style movies. It can be used when maybe two characters are on the phone to each other and you're cutting to and from each character.
So it is you.
What cross-cutting allows you to do is to easily tell your two stories that are happening at the same time.
This is Sergeant Sullivan.
And lucky last, we have the smash cut. And this is exactly as it sounds. It's a harsh, abrupt cut from one scene to the next with contrasting visuals and audio. An example of a smash cut could be a loud, chaotic scene that suddenly cuts to a quiet, simple one.
Little man, I give the watch to you.
There we go, that's 10 common editing cuts you can use to help with your storytelling. To really maximize the impact of your edits and cuts, take the time to plan and storyboard them before you go out shooting. If this video helped you at all, subscribe below and I'll see you in the next one.